Loboe News. Loboe News Nation. Yeah.
Welcome to Loboe News Nation's first broadcast of 2023.
It's been cold outside, but competition has been heating up inside the school.
Not only athletically, but also academically.
Not only physically, but also mentally.
Storm and Derek covered a chess tournament that took place right here in our school.
And we reported on a school spelling bee.
So sit back.
Relax.
And hear us howl.
There is another tournament in Lemoore, but this isn't an ordinary tournament with cheering or a pep band or the help from coaches to win. But instead, it's a chess tournament. But to know how all this started, we would have to go back and ask the 6th grade teacher.
I really shouldn't even take too much credit for it. I actually got a novel from Mrs. Wagner that had a couple characters in it that played chess, and just one random Saturday before I had children or too much time, I had too much time on my hands, I decided to download the app and try it. And really the only credit I deserve is just I got hooked on it. I mean, I became addicted to it and really enjoyed it. And so I thought maybe the kids would like it. So I asked if any of them had played, and there was a couple of them that had. Well, initially it was pretty funny because a lot of the kids gave the classic, well, can we play checkers? You know, that's what they wanted to do because chess is pretty tough. But all the kids kind of take to it at different speeds. But pretty much all of them by the end of the year have a good enough background in it to where they really start to enjoy it. And that's when it gets really fun because we'll have the entire room that's very interested in it and very into it. And every year, it never fails, I'll always play against them until maybe a little after Christmas. And then one by one, the kids are crossed off the list and I won't play certain kids anymore because I can't beat them. It was awesome. Yeah, Mr. Wolf actually on Monday mornings gives us a short little lesson as well. We stayed in contact, and this last Monday was the first time we did it. He Zoom calls in at 9 a.m. and from about 9 to 9:30, he gives us a short little lesson. We ask him questions. He teaches us different strategy. He teaches us different end games or tactics. All of them always do better than I expect. Some of them take to it a little quicker. Some of them don't really enjoy it as much early, but every one of them by the end of the year is always doing way better than expected.
This is how the chess tournament went between first and second. And the final place winners. What strategies did you have going into your matches?
Try to advance and take control of the center with the knights.
Do you ever practice in your free time?
Sometimes.
How do you feel about your performance?
Pretty good.
Are there any tournaments you've played in this?
The state tournament last year.
When did you first hear about Todd Wolf?
Last year online.
I've been playing chess since I was about 7 or 8 years old when I first saw my oldest brother playing in the living room floor with a friend. What got me into chess? You know, I was an athlete growing up, and chess was just something I did kind of once in a while with brothers. You know, we used to get chess set in the closet and then take it out. We'd play for a couple of weeks and go back in the closet. But when I got married for school that my wife taught at, they had a chess club, and at the chess club there, I started participating with the kids, playing with the kids, and got involved with scholastic chess, tournament chess. Well, I reached out to Lemoore. I think actually Asher contacted me, if I remember right. He saw my name on the North Dakota Chess Association, and I think he reached out to me first. And so I got in touch with him, and then he told me that the school that the sixth grade teacher was teaching the kids how to play chess, and so I reached out to the administration, and they decided to, let's go ahead and do something. I just see so many benefits that chess has. So many people, they first look at chess and they think, oh, it's for higher level thinking and problem solving and math and how it helps for higher level students. But what I see is it helps also for young kids who have trouble focusing, have trouble self-regulating when they learn things like chess. And it could be checkers, something where they have to slow down when they start recognizing patterns and such, that they learn how to self-regulate. Every year at the state championship, we have a meeting the Sunday morning of the tournament. And one year, the people down in Fargo had been so involved in running chess for so long, they wanted some new blood. And one year they nominated me and elected me to be vice president. The next year, they just pushed me up to presidency, and I did that for a number of years. And there's so many. My first year we went out to the U.S. Open. In the second round, I got matched up against this 9-year-old from New Jersey, and knew nothing about it other than the fact that his rating was higher than mine. And I got beat by him, and I looked on the U.S. Chess website afterwards and found out he was ranked in the top 10 in the United States for his age group.
This is Storm reporting for Loboe News Nation.
Many of our students were buzzing with excitement as it was time again for the annual spelling bee.
I'm Storm Zimmerman here with the elementary principal, Laura Shockman. She joins us today to talk about our school's spelling bee. Welcome to Studio 76.
Thank you for having me.
What grades participate in this year's spelling bee?
Grades 1 through 8 participate in the spelling bee.
And how are they selected for winners?
They do a class spelling bee, and then the top 3 get either a certificate or a trophy. And then I take the top 2 in grades 5, 6, 7, 8, and they compete for the district to go to the county spelling bee.
Okay. What can you tell us about the county spelling bee?
The county spelling bee is a really cool event. It's held at the courthouse, which if you've ever been in the courthouse, it's a truly magnificent building. It's been there for a very long time. We get to go into the actual courtroom, and the students get to sit up on the jury chairs, and then there is an oral portion and a written portion, and we have all of the area schools participating. And there's good competition there, so it's a fun experience for the kids.
Spelling bees have been in our schools for a decade. Why do you think they're still so popular even though we have autocorrect?
Yeah, autocorrect is kind of an interesting technology. It's in text messages, it's in emails, it's in Word documents. It kind of has made us become a little too reliant on technology of that portion. So homonyms and synonyms, those are all available through these processing items. I think spelling bees are still popular, A, because they're fun, and B, they allow for students who just have a natural or innate ability to recognize phonological patterns, and those students who read a lot, it kind of rewards them in a subset manner. We hear a lot about students that are very gifted physically, so in sports. This is an opportunity for those students who are academically gifted to have an opportunity for them to shine.
What advice do you have for parents who have kids that want to be better spellers?
Read as much as you can. Get your hands on as many books as you possibly can and just read. Exposure to those words. Foreign language exposure, that also helps because all of our words are rooted in either Latin or Greek. But reading.
Do you have any special memories about spelling bees growing up?
I do. So I went to a larger school in Arizona, and I won my 6th grade class spelling bee, and I was going to go to the next stage in Arizona, but I was sick that day. So that was my memory of my spelling bee.
Do you know how to spell the word principal?
I'm guessing you're talking about the one that's your pal, right?
Yep.
I do know how to spell that. Principal. Principal.
All right, thank you for taking your time out of your busy day.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you very much. Nice job. Yeah.
The 8 first and second place winners in grades 5 through 8 competed in a spell-off to see who would advance. Julia Delabar and Hayden Livingston turned out to be the queen bees as they survived the spell-off to advance to the county spelling bee.
This is Derek Joy here with Hayden Livingston. Congrats on placing first place for the 7th grade and advancing to the county spelling bee. Have you won first place in any other of the spelling bees?
Yes, I have a few other times, yes.
Do you have any way to prepare for the spelling bee?
If I'm given a list before the test, I usually study it before I take it.
Was there any difficult words that you can think of?
Yes. I thought mausoleum and cirrhosis were pretty hard.
Do you think you could spell it for us?
Sure. Mausoleum is MAUSOLEUM, and cirrhosis is CIRRHOSIS.
Okay. Great job, and good luck at the county spelling bee.
Thank you.
This is Julia Delabar, who is advancing to the county spelling bee. Were you surprised that you're advancing to the county spelling bee?
Not really. I was one of the oldest in the group, so the words weren't as hard.
What advice would you give to someone who is wants to be a good speller?
I'd say just read a lot, see no more words, and just pay attention in English class.
Was there any word in particular you found challenging?
It's the word Zimbabwe.
Can you spell that?
ZIMBABWE.
Well done, and congratulations and best of luck. This is Storm reporting for LNN News.
While Julia was the oldest winner at the spelling bee, we also got to hear from the youngest winner.
Bo Doherty was the first place winner in 1st grade spelling bee. Bo, what was the best part of the spelling bee? Did you get anything cool?
The trophy. The trophy. It was a little bee.
Nice. Why do you think you're such a good speller? Or
I don't know.
I see. Do you remember any tough words you had to spell?
One. Bugle.
Do you think you can spell it for us?
BUGLE.
Nice. Congrats, Bo. You did a great job in the spelling bee. This is Derek Joy for LNN News.
Number 22, doppelganger. Number 22, doppelganger.
It wasn't just the elementary and junior high who got in on the fun. Some of the high schoolers also got in on the fun and the frustration of spelling.
Do you know what a doppelganger is?
Yeah.
Do you have a doppelganger?
No.
Can you spell it?
No.
Huh? Try it.
DUPGANGER.
No. Sorry, but that's incorrect. Do you know what a doppelganger is?
Yep.
Do you have a doppelganger?
You, Tim.
Aw, thanks. Can you spell it?
DOPLG. No.
Oh no.
No. Yeah.
N-G-E-R. Sorry, that's incorrect. Do you know what a doppelganger is?
Yes.
Do you have a doppelganger?
I don't think so.
Can you spell it?
Doppelganger.
You're correct.
Thank you, Tam.
Congratulations to all the participants and winners from this year's Spelling Bee.
This has been a Loboe News Nation production.
Number 15, Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is a country in Africa.
Arr.